Hello everyone, so welcome back. I don't know where to start with this video, so it may be upsetting for some people as it's related to a loss of a beloved cat. And I don't know, it just hit me a lot harder than I thought it would. Um, I've tried to do this video in various different formats. I tried to record it and talk live whilst I was doing the tutorial. I tried to do some artwork whilst I was talking and it just wouldn't work. Tried to do a script and I just couldn't get myself to even write it. So I'm just going to go with it. I'm showing you an old clip of two of my previous videos just in the background and I'm going to take you from there. So my cat recently passed away. I say recently, but it's been over a month at least. We found out on my daughter's birthday. So that morning, my partner was saying that he can't hear the cat and he doesn't know where he's hiding or what's going on. We tried to look for him, but we couldn't find him. So we went, because it was her birthday, we went to the toy shop and got her a few bits on the actual day. On the way back, my neighbor stopped my partner and they were having a discussion outside and it seemed very intense. So I wasn't too sure what had happened and they exchanged something over the phone or something like that. So I just thought maybe there's a problem in the neighborhood and he's letting us know. Or maybe I don't know. I just didn't want to assume it was anything to do with him. But when he came inside, my partner seemed really worried. And even the way my neighbor was looking at me, it seemed like something horrendous had happened. And so he came in and he goes, he'll tell me later. And I go, yeah, but if it's to do with us? Is it to do with us? Is it to do with them? Because it's panicking me because everything seems so tense. And he goes, it's to do with us. And I was like, I can't wait. I need to know. And then he told me, and I don't know, initially I was in a state of shock. So I wasn't upset. I wasn't crying. I wasn't doing much. I just didn't understand what had happened. So he took a shock straight away. And the kids were hungry and he went to the kitchen and I was with the kids, so they were getting more cranky and more upset because they were tired and they were hungry. So after half an hour I go into the kitchen and he's just still staring outside and he's like, I'm waiting for him to come back, or maybe he's there, or maybe it's a different cat. So what had happened was the night before somehow he got out and he got hit by a taxi. The neighbors were outside at the time, so they had seen the whole thing happen. And I can't, to be fair, even till now, I do not have the heart to find out if they took him to the vets or if the taxi took him to the vets. But I know he was in a pretty bad shape because when we went to pick him up, they told us that it's better not to look at him. There was just blood on the road where it had happened, and it seems like it was probably a rough hit that he took. But yeah, so that had happened, but at this point we weren't sure if it was him or what it was. The neighbor was pretty convinced that it was our cat. My partner rang the vets. We cancelled all our plans for the day because we weren't in a state where we could function. So he rang the vets, they asked for a few pictures, they confirmed that it was him. And we did ask for his paw prints. We asked for a bit of his fur. And we didn't cremate him or anything like that. We just brought him back after. Sorry. So we didn't cremate him. We just brought him back after a few days. And we asked them the vets to wrap him around in one of my shirts. The kids don't understand what happened, but they know that he's not here anymore. So they gave him a teddy. So the vets wrapped him in my shirt, in a teddy, and we buried him in the back garden. And earlier this year, or maybe last year, late last year, my older cat, he was around 20, passed out of old age, and my mum couldn't bury her or anything like that, so we had to have her cremated. So we buried him, put lots of rose petals, put my other older cat there, like the ashes, scattered the ashes, and we've buried him in the back garden. And then right now it just feels too much, but eventually when we're ready, we've told the kids that he's gone and he's not going to come back. And even now they ask about him every day, so we told them that he's gone, he's not going to come back, and that's why they gave him a teddy, so he's got something with him, and that he's going to eventually send flowers, so whenever they miss him they can see the flowers. And I think it's nice because from the kitchen you can see kind of his favorite spot to sit at. So where he liked to sit is where we've buried him, and you can see it right from the window, which is nice. I'm still in such a huge shock. I don't know if it's the pregnancy that's adding to it, but it's so rough for the kids as well, because every day they do ask. So they do ask, like, where's Mama? Or, like, I don't know, it's just so rough. And then there's been a few triggers since, so when it happened, because it was my daughter's birthday, I was talking to my mum. I told her, like, he's gone, he's passed away. And initially, I understand some people can be in shock. So she was like, no, show me him, I want to see him. I go to her, and I couldn't have that conversation because I was hurting myself, and understand that potentially she would be hurting too. So I told her, like, I'll hang up, I'll talk to you later. And then after a few hours she rang again, and it's the same thing, that I want to see him, and it's like, don't joke about this. And I just don't understand, because I said, why would anyone joke about something like that, especially with how much he was loved? And then a day or 3 days passed, and she came to my house to see, like, my daughter, because it was her birthday and things. And she was like, it's your fault, you did this, you didn't look after him. And I don't know what it is. I know logically it's bizarre, but at the same time it makes me think, is there anything more that I could have potentially done? Or I miss him so much, and for her to say that, it's honestly, I don't know, right now it's just a lot of pain, and eventually it will get better and it will get easier. And then there's things like, a lot of people are telling me to get another cat for the kids because they are asking a lot and they do want it, but I don't feel ready to look or to actually get one at the moment. I don't know how I feel. But yeah, long story short, he basically got run over. He was in a really bad state, and he even got taken in, to the point that they strongly advised that we don't look at him. But he's had a really nice, like, burial, and it gives me peace of mind that he's, I don't know, just talking to him or seeing him in the back garden and knowing that he's with our older cat. It feels nice to that extent. But I am still processing it, and it's been so rough. But I'm so sorry, this video, I've tried to record it a few times. I've tried not to get upset, but it's just so hard at the moment. But yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.